right, guys, let's practice again. Round 2, Love is Among Us. We have 2 blue crewmates that are falling in love, you guys, and they're about to have some offspring. Let's use some Punnett squares to see what happens. Now, again, remember, a Punnett square, you have to have a block divided into 4 equal squares, as shown on the right. Let's look at this scenario. We have 2 more crewmates that fell in love. 2 heterozygous blue crewmates, purple is recessive, are crossed. Use any Punnett square, determine what the phenotypes are for the offspring. Okay, so we have 2 heterozygous blue crewmates, as shown below. All right, we know that purple is recessive. It tells us that. So purple is the recessive trait. Blue is the dominant trait. So again, we have 2 heterozygous blue crewmates. They are both blue. Now, what does heterozygous mean? Remember that hetero, the prefix, means different. So 2 heterozygous blue crewmates, the alleles are going to be different. We represent these with both a capital B and a lowercase b. Again, hetero means different, so we know that the alleles will be both a dominant and recessive trait. They're different. It's not going to be 2 big B's. It's not going to be 2 little b's. We know they're different because it says heterozygous. And again, a dominant letter is represented by a capital, and a recessive letter is represented by a lowercase. Now, again, we have 2 of these. So they both have this same type of genetic alleles. They have the big B and a little b. Again, we have 2 heterozygous blue crewmates. Let's add this to the Punnett square. Again, we put the first parent at the top, big B, little b. But the second parent, again, we both have the same 2 heterozygous, so we put a big B and a little b on the side. And now we need to move the factors around. Remember, we want to be able to see the probability of our offspring. That's the purpose of a Punnett square. We want to move the big B down. Again, we're taking this top parent. We're going to bring the little b, bring it down. Again, we're bringing the big B down, the little b down. Again, we're just moving the factors down into the boxes directly below. On the left-hand side, this parent will move the big B over both times. And then we have this little b at the bottom that will move over both times again. Again, we're always moving them up, down into the section directly below, or if they're on the side, we're moving them over directly to the section next to them. And that will give us 2 little b's on the right. Now, these are the 4 offspring. Okay, so what does that mean? Here are the results. We have 3 baby blue crewmates. So we have 2 blue baby crewmates and 1 purple crewmate. Their little offspring. All right, so let's look back at the question. It says, what are the phenotypes? Now remember, we need to know the difference between phenotype and genotype. Phenotype is what we see. Looking back at this, you know, the answer, what do we see? Well, we see 3 blue and 1 purple. It can be represented with a 3-to-1 ratio. Again, 3 blue, 1 purple, 3-to-1.